everyone. It's Lighthouse Angel Messages here. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you guys are getting a great start to your Wednesday. And today I'm just doing a daily collective reading to see what energies want to come in, what information you need to know today to get your day going in the right direction. Again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind. And I went ahead and already got the overall energy for the reading. We got the Loon Spirit, which is intuitive. It says, listen to the song of your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. Okay? I'm going to read all the cards and then we'll get the overall message. It says, I honor how I want to feel. Okay. And it says, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for it. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your actions. Okay, and so what I'm getting with this is that, your intuition may be telling you that somebody is gossiping about you or spreading rumors about you or saying things that aren't true. And it's just this reading is a confirmation to let you know that that is true, what's going on, but they don't want you to lower your vibration and to see that as just a reflection of their own pain than the results of their actions, right? And they want you to honor how you want to feel about the situation. Okay? And it's going to be different for all of us. So, don't lash out, don't react. Just see it for as a reflection that you are triggering something within that other person because of their pain. And continue to trust your intuition, and during times like this, embrace how you feel and do that through solitude and honor your uniqueness. That's the other thing. You may want to get near water, okay? But Spirit wants to let you know that you are loved. And you are going to be recognized for your uniqueness. Okay? As everyone should, right? So I'm going to get some additional cards to clarify the message. And then we're going to get some messages from the Lighthouse box to clarify. But, honor how you're feeling. If you feel that this is going on in the background, this gossiping, this spreading rumors, just don't fall for it. Understand that, it's a reflection of their own pain and their vibration that they're at, and that you're triggering something within them. So honor how you feel about the situation and keep moving forward, because the divine really wants you to stand in your truth, stand in the light of who you are, and embrace your uniqueness. Okay. What else for the collective? And the reason they want this for you is because you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay? And the other thing I'm hearing, and this is we're currently in a full moon energy. I think the full moon was on the 12th or something like that. So it's very close. This is a confirmation that you are very close to achieving your goal. Okay? what I'm also getting from this gossiping, if you heard that saying that, if people are talking about you, then you know that you're doing something right. Okay? If nobody's gossiping about you or talking bad about you, then it's a reflection that they're not triggered. So if they're triggered, then you are doing something right. So keep moving forward, but don't let what they say or think affect you, because you're on a higher vibration. And you're honoring how you feel, right? They want you to honor how you're feeling about the situation so that you can release that. But they don't want you to lower your vibration, okay? Because you're so close to achieving this goal. Okay. What else? What else can bring clarity to the collective? Loss. It might be something that you lost, or maybe this is a past person or somebody you recently detached from, or could be past friends that you no longer speak to. Could be a job. Whatever it is, it's something that's no longer a part of your life. It says, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Yeah. And what I'm getting with that, through this, Spirit wants you to, through this loss, operate out of love, not the ego. Okay? These people who are gossiping and spreading rumors and, be reflecting and acting out of their own wounds, they're operating out of the ego. Okay? And that's not what you want. You are above that. So your vibration is above that. Your alignment is above that. So make sure that you stay true by offering this loss out of love, okay? Because again, you're so very close to achieving your goal, okay? And they want you to keep moving forward. Okay? So let's get some more messages from the Lighthouse box. And whoever I'm speaking to, the collective I'm speaking to, is very, very intuitive. Like, you may not have confirmation about this, but your intuition is very strong that this is taking place. Okay, you may not, some of you may even know who it is, some of you may not, right? But they really want you to honor how you feel about the situation so that you can release those feelings, those emotions. And it's all part of the healing process, okay? So you can move forward to what God has for you in the future. Moving towards this goal, and this goal is going to be different for everyone, right? It could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a work project or a passion project. But I'm also, when I see these two cards, it's almost like you may have had to lose something to achieve this goal. Or it required a loss. Okay? Honor if that's your story, honor how you feel about this situation. Okay? And if whatever you're losing is lowering their vibration to act out because of the loss. You just need to honor how you feel and move on because you're so close to achieving your goal, okay? All right. Okay. Anything that annoys you is teaching you patience. Anyone who abandons you is teaching you how to stand up on your own 2 feet. Anything that angers you is teaching you forgiveness and compassion. Anything that has power over you is teaching you how to take your own power back. Anything you hate is teaching you unconditional love. Anything you fear is teaching you courage to overcome your fear. Anything you can't control is teaching you how to let go. Okay? And I, you know, based on what you're feeling, I feel like this kind of sums it up with the collective on whatever you're feeling right now. The situation, and what Spirit is saying is this situation is meant to teach you something. Okay? It's teaching you patience. You know, it's teaching you how to stand on your own 2 feet. It's teaching you compassion. It's teaching you how to take your power back. It's teaching you unconditional love. It's taking you how to overcome your fear. And it's teaching you how to let go. Okay? So, you may have had to lose something, but through that loss, it's teaching you something, and by that teaching you something, that thing, you're now going to achieve your goal, okay? But don't let the past hold you back, you know, by what they're saying or the rumors or the gossip, okay? One of the best guides to how to be self-loving is to give ourselves the love we are often dreaming about receiving from others. One of the best guides to how to be self-loving is to give ourselves the love we are often dreaming about receiving for others. Yeah, and that's what's, you know, and it really matches this color of this card. I honor how I want to feel. And again, it's talking about how you feel. It talks about receiving and giving yourself the love you dream about receiving from others. Okay? God wants you to give that love to yourself. Okay? Because what's happening now is to teach you something. Okay? I'm also getting I'm also getting, for some of my collective out there, your intuition might be telling you that someone's trying to come back around as well. Okay? And Spirit is saying, if that's your story, you need to give yourself the love that you dream about receiving from others. Don't settle and don't come back down the mountain and reconcile with these people or this person because what you're not seeing, or your intuition may be telling you, but they're gossiping and they're spreading rumors. So don't fall for this person again if they try to come back around. Okay? All right. It says, it's not happiness that brings us gratitude. It's gratitude that brings us happiness. Yeah. You need to be grateful for what you have in your life right now, for everything that's in your life right now. And through that gratitude brings happiness. Don't wait till you're happy to be grateful. God wants you to be grateful in where you've been planted with your current situation, okay? And I'm also hearing, you might be in a period of, or a season of, or you may feel like you're in a delay or nothing's going on right now. Stagnancy, right? You need to be grateful because there's a reason for the season. There's a reason for the season, so be grateful for where you are right now, okay? It says, I loved you at the darkest. Romans 5:8. I loved you at your darkest. Yeah. Spirit doesn't want you to forget. He's been there with you the entire time. Okay? And he's still with you. He walked with you through the dark. Now you're into the light, and you need to continue to love yourself, right? You may be having dreams or visions or thinking about receiving love or of your divine person, like the person you want to come into your life, right? The focus is in giving that love to yourself right now. Okay? And know that the divine is with you. And keep staying in the attitude of gratitude. When your life is controlled by your ego, your life becomes a delusional world. Yes. And I'm really getting with this. Like, this is something you lost, or the person you lost, right? This, whatever you lost, don't let it get controlled by your ego. And what I mean by that is, either through a reaction, right? But what you lost may be somebody who is controlled by their ego and lives in a delusional world, okay? Because that is what the ego does. It creates illusions that are and this paper is black. It's like it creates illusions in the dark, right? And if you're somebody who's still operating out of the ego, God is here saying, I'm still with you as you are operating in your darkness, but they want you to come to the light for those of you that are still operating out of your ego, right? It needs to be shed. You can't operate out of the vibrational alignment of love and still be in your ego, okay? The ego is part of the shadow self, and we all have an ego, right? But are you going to choose to walk in the light or live in the delusion of your ego? And that might, like I said, that might be something you're going through right now, or it might be this person or situation that you lost. That's what they're going through, okay? Yeah, and I feel like it's somebody else, something else, right? It could be a past partner, a past friend, it could be a family member, whatever, okay? Because the best is yet to come. And it's like, it's funny, it's like all these cards over here are the same color, and then all these over here are a different color. It's almost like This is your person and this is you. Okay? And you, Spirit is saying, honor your feelings. Love yourself like the way you want to receive love from others, because the best is yet to come. And your past person or somebody you were dealing with that is of your past, who's gossiping, spreading rumors, all of this lower vibrational stuff, right? They were meant to teach you many different things, right? And they're still operating out of their ego. So focus on forward thinking, okay? Make sure you're not looking in the rearview mirror. Because just know that if this is in regards to a past person, they haven't changed. They haven't worked on themselves. They haven't done that self-reflection and done the healing work, right? And the divine is here saying, I'm still loving them while they're in the dark, but I'm ready to bring them to the light, right? And it starts with gratitude. It's almost like you're in the light and they're in the dark. Okay? And the ego is the center of it. Okay? A person's actions will tell you everything you need to know. Yeah. That's this person that you lost. And I feel like you know what this person did. You know the things that they said, the rumors they were spreading, and what they did to you. And Spirit's like, when this person comes back around, if this is your story, you already know. They've already shown you who they are. And then this is just a confirmation that they're still operating out of their ego, right? And they want you over here with the best that's yet to come, because you're very close to achieving this goal. Let this person go. The divine is with them, waiting for them to see the light, to come to the light, to dissolve that ego, to have that ego death. Says, sorry, I don't have my glasses on. The ability is what you are capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do it. And you have all these things. You have the ability, you have the motivation, and you have the attitude. And that's why the best is yet to come. This person over here is stuck in their ego. And because of that, they feel that they're just not able to meet you where you are. So I'm hearing you need to just within your heart and your soul offer this person loss, through this loss, make it a true offering within yourself of love by releasing that person. Okay? But you have the ability, you have the motivation, and you have the attitude to achieve what you want to achieve. Okay? And don't let anyone make you think otherwise. Okay? Use money and love. Let me start over. Use money and love people. Don't use people and love money. Yeah, that's this person. Okay? That's this person. They use people and love money. Okay? And you use money and love people, which is why it's like you're not aligned with this person. That's why you recognize this and you had to release it. Okay? And Spirit is here to confirm you made the right choice by honoring yourself and your feelings, listening to your intuition, because this person is still using people for money. Okay? And they don't want you, this person may come back and sell you a story, about how they've changed and things are different and I've done my healing and all of these things, right? But they haven't changed. And Spirit is saying, this person has already shown you everything you need to know. They want you, don't go back to this person because the best is yet to come. Don't let this past person keep you from that when you've worked so hard to get where you are right now. Okay? Yes. Solitude is powerful. And we have two confirmations here about solitude. Okay? And what I'm getting with that is, if this person tries to come back around, don't respond. Okay? Stay in the power of solitude. Okay? You don't owe this person anything. And you know that they're going to come back in the same energy, looking for the same thing with their actions, which is to use people for the love of money. Okay? Because they love money. So don't respond to this person. It says, solitude is the foundation of self-love. When you spend time in solitude, your connection with your spirit gets stronger and you start hearing intuition over fear. Intuition is literally like seeing with the spirit. Your energy field becomes powerful when you stop surrounding yourself with the vibes that don't really resonate with your frequency. You got to choose yourself over fake company. Yeah. You know what? And this could be a person or this could be like a group of people. It's something that you thought you lost or you felt a loss when it left your life. But through your growth, your elevation, through seeking the divine and healing yourself, you're realizing that you're worthy and deserving of more from someone, and you're no longer going to settle for fake company. Okay? It's another confirmation that whatever is going to try to come back and realign with you is going to be fake. Okay? There's two confirmations here. It says, when you are no longer around the people who drain your energy, you are more connected to your true self and your intuition, which becomes your GPS. There is no longer any confusion as you start experiencing a deeper clarity in every aspect of your life. Yes. And I can speak from experience. The more time you spend in solitude, the more clarity you'll get of who you are and what you want. And as you spend more time with Him, He'll give you even more clarity with your intuition and His guidance, and there will be no more confusion. So if you're trying to detach from somebody and they're trying to keep you confused or something like that, stay in solitude, keep those boundaries, whatever you need to do to protect yourself from anything that changes your vibration. Don't allow any fake people to re-enter your life. because you're worthy and deserving of more, right? And through that solitude, you find that deeper clarity. You will not get it any other way, okay? Because when you're in solitude, you don't have distractions. You don't have toxic people pulling on your energy. You know, you don't have those energy vampires draining you, right? It's sitting in your own power, in your truth, in your own light, in silence. Do you get that clarity? Okay. You start overflowing with love, and because you are radiating love, you start attracting love. You can't really love others if you don't love yourself first. Yeah, this person doesn't love themselves. They're still operating out of their ego. Okay? So, love, there's another confirmation about giving yourself that love that you deserve, right? Nobody's going to love you more deeply than the divine, than yourself. So make sure you give that love to yourself. You can't really understand others when you don't even understand yourself. Let me read, that's very important. You can't really understand others when you don't even understand yourself. Embrace solitude. Yes. What it does in that solitude, when you get that clarity will be so strong that it's like it creates the strength of incredible boundaries. It's like when you have that clarity, nobody that isn't resonating with your frequency at your level is not going to be able to penetrate your walls. Like these past people aren't going to be able to get in, okay? Because you know who you are. You know your worth. You're not in alignment with this. And don't let someone back in who's already shown you who they are. Because this is the thing when a lot of people will, you see, we'll just talk about it from a couple standpoint, right? You separate from someone and you'll see that they continuously are in a cycle of breaking up, back together, breaking up, back together, breaking up, back together. And it's never going to work because nobody has changed. It's just a cycle. The only way that, a relationship, once you separate and get back together, is that the alignment has to change. So both people need to grow and evolve and then be in alignment to come back together for it to have a chance to work, right? But in most cases, what happens is either one person is growing and the other person isn't, right? One person outgrows someone. So as you move through this energy, Spirit wants you to embrace the solitude, okay? Don't lower your vibration because you're lonely to bring in fake company, okay? Because you're worthy more. You're worthy of somebody authentic, true, real, that actually truly cares about you as a friend, as a person. Somebody who's not interested in using you for the love of your money. I could be speaking to somebody who is wealthy. Okay? When in doubt, seek solitude. I'm hearing that. When in doubt, seek solitude. Okay? And don't doubt what somebody has already shown you. Okay? If they've shown you, you may think to yourself, oh, well, maybe I'll just give them another chance. And I'm telling you, they're going to promise you the world, but they haven't changed. Okay? This is when you have to put those boundaries up and love yourself instead. Okay? Because God has something better for you. You're close to achieving your goal here. And this person, or somebody who's coming back, or somebody you've detached from, is only going to keep you from achieving that. It's through the loss that you're achieving the goal. I didn't come this far to only come this far. Yeah. Spirit doesn't want you to go back. They don't want you to go back to something that's not for you. Okay? And I feel like with what this is saying is, if you go back to this person, that's where you're at is as far as you'll go. Because this person will hold you back from elevating, from growing. They're going to keep you stuck. And God doesn't want that for you. He wants to see you thrive, elevate, raise your vibration, become closer with Him. And it's very hard to do that when you have something or someone energetically, trying to hold on to you and pull you down to where they are. When you're trying to elevate and then they're trying to pull you down, it's like it's a tug of war, Love yourself. You're worthy of loving yourself. I'm going to get a card on this person because just for confirmation, more confirmation for who needs clarity about this person. Okay? Don't let this person come back and take advantage of you. And I'm also getting with this scripture here, not based on the scripture itself, but the words. I feel like this person may have came in your life when you were in a very dark place in your own life. And now you're in the light. The best is yet to come. You raised your vibration. You grew. You elevated. You and the divine are highly connected with your intuition. You thought this is a loss, but now you're seeing it clearly because you've almost achieved your goal. But this person, loved, they loved you at your when you were in your darkest place. And, sometimes, if that's where they lie, it's like they want to keep you there. They don't want you to shine your beautiful light on them. So they want to pull you back down. Don't let that happen, okay? I'm hearing that's not where you belong. That's not where you belong. Seek solitude. If you feel confused about this situation, find the power in being alone, in solitude. Find that place that you seek when you need to get grounded. Okay? Because this person might come in and sell you some big fat story. Okay? But just know that they haven't changed. They're still in their ego. Okay? All right. What information or what clarity can we give the collective on this person, Spirit? What information or clarity can we give for this person? Okay. It's very clear here. This person is coming back in, okay? It says shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Okay. This person may be going through some karma, some trouble, something that shocked them, something unexpected may have changed their life, and they're feeling hopeless, sinking, despair, falling apart. Okay, look how dark this energy is. I mean, it's all dark here. This person is in a very dark place. This is not where God wants you, okay? This person that is going through this right now, you know, it's not your job to save them. They need to seek the divine and go within and pray for their healing, okay? But this person, which they may have done in the past, when they got into this type of energy, there's something shocking in their life or feeling hopelessness, they may have seeked you out to help them when they were in this situation before, okay? But don't fall for this again. They're very dark. They're operating out of a very dark energy. And it's not for you. You are so above this when it comes to your vibration, your energy, your frequency. This person is in a very dark place, and it's not your job to save them. They need to seek the divine for this. Okay? I'm feeling addictions with this. Maybe they feel like maybe they got in some kind of unexpected trouble and they're feeling just tied down to their addictions. You know, go within, seek solitude and love yourself, and be thankful that you release this, because, you know, this person's karma doesn't need to be your problem. It's not your problem, okay? I think that this person seeked you out, you know, when you were going through a difficult time. You might have been vulnerable at the time, and they seeked you out during this kind of energy or feeling, right? But they need to do their own healing, okay? They need to find the strength within themselves to heal, okay? And keep focusing on listening to your intuition and loving yourself, knowing that you have the ability, the motivation, and attitude to reach your goals, okay? Because the best is yet to come. You're so close to achieving your goal here, okay? All right. I'm going to get one more card, you know, to close up this reading. And let's see which one. We'll do this one. All right. And you know what, I'm seeing the flowers here and just the colors of your energy that you are in, and it's light, happy, you know, just light on your feet. You're grateful. You're so grateful, you know, and if you dealt with someone like this, something very dark, right? And you've elevated out of this, you know, I can feel the energy of your gratitude for where you are now, okay? So keep moving forward. Okay. What does the collective need to know right now just to close up this reading? New horizons. Yes, yes, yes. You know, and this person may come back around as a test. Okay? Sometimes we get tested by the divine before they open the door to the new. Okay? Proving that you're ready to close this chapter finally and move on, right? So be prepared. That might be why this person may be coming back around. But you didn't come this far to stop here, right? You're ready to push forward to the new, okay? Because it says, new horizons, your dreams are within reach, so keep going. Fortune is on your side. Yes. Okay? Again, it's two cards here about, you know, your dreams are within reach. Your goals are within reach. You know, and as she's looking out this window here, it's like she can see the new horizon. I feel like this, and again, it matches the colors of what we have going on over here. It's like you can see the new horizon, where you're going. Your intuition may be telling you. You may be having visions. You can see where you're going. And this person may be your test, all right? But you have your back turned to the past. You are only focused on forward and where you're going. Your visions, where you want to be, where you're going, what you see for your future. You're no longer throwing any energy to the past. Okay? But if anybody out there was like, well, I wonder, if they've changed, right? Spirit is saying they haven't. They haven't changed. They haven't done their work yet. It's possible they may in the future, but they're still operating at a very ego-based, dark energy. And if you let this person back in your life, they see your value on what you can offer them and your money. Okay? And you're ready for the new. You're ready for your dreams, your goals. You've worked so hard to get to this point. Don't let the past pull you back, okay? All right, that's the message I have for you today. I hope it's resonated. I hope it's given you clarity on how you need, what you need to focus on and how to get your life unstuck moving forward. And keep in mind that I am doing daily readings Monday through Friday. So if something didn't resonate here for you, please check back tomorrow and see if something connects with you there. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm sending you so much light. Take care. Bye.